Hello, Spirit House here. This is part two of the cognitive dissonance video that I just uploaded. But another facet to this, as I was saying, people have become so black and white and so opinionated and not willing to listen to others, not willing to consider others, on that note, on that train of thought, not willing to see things from other perspectives or consider things or critical thought. It's directed towards we're headed towards the death of critical thinking, independent thought, and healthy, criticism, all that stuff. Another point of that is that people are in a state. There's people that are willing to be flexible and go with the flow of the universe and of the times, and do what's necessary and be flexible to adapt to that. And there's people that are irresistant to change and are not willing to look at things from other standpoint. They're stubborn, they're ignorant, they're very stuck in their ways, or very narrow-minded. And like, say for instance, this is just one example, like with business over the last 2 decades, you pretty much have to have some kind of online presence. Brick and mortar alone doesn't cut it anymore. If you don't have some kind of online presence, there's some exceptions, of course, but you are going to perish as a business. I've had a lot of small businesses. You're going to perish if you don't adapt and have some kind of online presence, okay? And go with the changing times. I mean, that's just, we see it all throughout the country. Empty commercial buildings, vacant, and a lot of that was from the pandemic, but that's all part of the big plan from the people that are in power, that have control over us, people in control of our governments, and a couple of very, very elite families, that control everything. But I digress. You have to adapt to changes. You have to be, at least to a certain extent, flexible and open to new ideas. As they say, the day you're done learning is the day you die. If you're too arrogant or proud to consider others' perspectives, standpoints, and you don't think you have anything left to learn because you know it all, that's the most ignorant state you could ever be in. And it actually looks ignorant to anyone with half a brain. So we really need, it's either we're at a point in our civilization and in our timeline where things are shifting, energies are shifting in the universe, and you either be willing to grow and evolve as a society and be open to, and love is a big part of it. There's no love, there's no balance among gender, among all kinds of things, ethnicities. There's too much unacceptance, intolerance, and hate. Not enough love, not enough flexibility, not enough openness to learning, because ignorance and hate, or hate breeds ignorance, and it's usually fear of what you don't know. So if you're willing to learn about things, then you're less likely to fear, and you're probably not at all likely to hate if you're willing to learn about things, unless they're just pure evil. But again, fear and ignorance breeds evil. So, there's the paradigm there. But that's all I'm saying is that, and it goes back to when I don't know which video it was, but when I was talking about, we need to rely on our communities and build our communities and support each other, because any natural disaster happens, or the shit hits the fan on a big level, anything, war, like what's going on in the Ukraine, which I pray for every day, by the way. We need to support each other and show more compassion and love and understanding in this world. And this may sound altruistic and idealistic, but it's really not, because we're shifting into a period where you either have to consider these things or get left behind, basically, because that's where we're headed in evolution. We're at a pivotal evolutionary point in the universe, not just the earth, but everywhere. And it's, we need to be flexible. It's like a sink or swim type thing, pretty much. If you resist it long enough, it'll destroy you, or you can go with a flow and make it beautiful. So that's my conclusion to that whole spiel. Anyway, love you guys. Bye.